At my son's wedding dinner, my husband stood up, raised his glass, and said the words that shattered 25 years of marriage. He said, "This is the end for us. I have found someone new." His girlfriend sat across from me, smiling like she had already moved into my house. I did not cry. I leaned forward and whispered thanks for the heads up. Then I slipped him an envelope. What he saw inside made him scream in front of the entire hall. "My name is Liana. I am 51 years old. I am a mother, a wife, and until recently a woman who believed in loyalty. My husband Daniel and I spent our entire lives building what I thought was a strong, stable family. We worked side by side through struggles, Bill's sickness, and raising our son Ethan. For years I ignored small signs. Late nights at work, new colognes, sudden mood swings, work trips that kept changing without explanation. Every time I asked, he would kiss my forehead and say, 'Liana, I am tired. Please trust me.' And I did, because it is easier to believe a lie than accept that the person you love is slipping away." The weeks before Ethan's wedding were chaos. My son was excited. His bride Mia was radiant. And Daniel was strangely distant. He avoided me. He left early. He came home late. But I kept telling myself maybe it is just stress. Weddings do that to everyone. Then at the rehearsal dinner, I noticed him texting every 2 minutes. Smiling. The kind of smile a man only has when he is falling in love. But not with his wife. Still, I stayed quiet. I wanted Ethan's big day to be perfect, even if my heart was cracking with every passing hour. The wedding day arrived. The hall glowed with golden lights, soft music, and the scent of roses. Ethan looked handsome and so grown up. I held his hands before he walked down the aisle and whispered, "I am proud of you." He smiled. "I love you, Mom." But while watching him, I caught Daniel across the room. He was on his phone again, his eyes bright, his lips moving silently. A message. A secret. A woman. During the ceremony, he barely looked at me. At one point, he even stepped outside. When he returned, his tie was crooked, and there was a faint smudge of lipstick on his collar. A color I had never worn. Something snapped inside me. Not anger. Not jealousy. Just clarity. At the reception, I excused myself. I walked to the parking lot and sat in the car. Hands trembling, I opened his email account. He had once given me the password years ago, and never imagined I would use it. What I found made my stomach twist. Dozens of messages with a woman named Clara. Hotel bookings. Love notes. Pictures they took together on nights he claimed to be working late. And worst of all, a message dated 1 week before our son's wedding. It said, "I cannot wait to finally tell her. I want everyone to know about us. She is old news now." Old news. 25 years reduced to those words. I wiped my tears. Not out of pain, but out of resolution. If he wanted to humiliate me publicly, he had no idea who he was dealing with. I printed everything. Every message. Every picture. Every hotel booking. I placed them in an envelope. And I waited until the perfect moment. That moment came during the wedding dinner. Music played softly. Guests laughed. Glasses clinked. It was supposed to be a night of joy. But then Daniel stood up. He tapped his glass and smiled that same secret smile. He said, "Everyone, I have an announcement to make." People turned, smiles froze. Even Ethan frowned. Daniel continued, "Liana and I are ending our marriage. I have found someone new. Someone who makes me feel alive again." He looked directly at Clara, who was sitting at a nearby table acting like she belonged there. Her lips curved into a proud grin. Guests began whispering. Mia's mother gasped. My sister muttered, "What is he doing?" Ethan stood up. "Dad, what are you talking about?" I felt every eye in the hall turn toward me, waiting for me to break, waiting for me to scream, cry, collapse. But I didn't. I slowly rose from my chair, my voice calm. "Thank you for the heads up, Daniel." His smile faltered. He opened his mouth, but before he could speak, I reached inside my purse and placed an envelope in front of him. He frowned. "What is this?" I said. "Just something for you to read before you continue your speech." He opened it casually, expecting divorce papers or something dramatic. But when he saw the first picture, his entire face strained. A photo of him kissing Clara in a hotel lobby. Then another. And another. Dozens of them. His hands shook. His breath grew uneven. Then he saw the printed emails. The one where he called me old news. The one where he told Clara, "Once the wedding is over, I will be free." The one where he joked about lying to me. He slammed the envelope on the table and shouted, "Where did you get this?" The room went silent. I answered calmly, "From the phone you leave on the kitchen counter every night." Clara tried to stand up but stumbled over her chair. She said, "Daniel, I thought you said she would not find out." I looked at her and replied, "Sweetheart, he cannot even hide his spending. Did you really think he could hide you?" Daniel grabbed the papers again, desperate to tear them apart. Ethan walked over. His voice cracked. "Dad, is this real?" Daniel stuttered, "Son, listen, it is not what it looks like." Ethan shouted, "It looks exactly like betrayal." Guests started filming. Some whispering, some shaking their heads. Daniel tried to regain control, but he had none left. He yelled at me, "You ruined everything." I said, "No, Daniel, you ruined everything. I just printed it out." Then I turned to the guests. "Please continue enjoying the evening. This announcement is over." But I was not done. I said, "There is something else you all should know. Daniel has also emptied our joint savings and used it to take Clara on vacations. But do not worry. I already transferred everything else into an account with my name only." Daniel's eyes widened. "What did you do?" I smiled. "Protect myself, the thing I should have done years ago." He screamed, "You are going to destroy me." I said, "You already did that to yourself." He lunged forward as if trying to grab the envelope but slipped on a chair leg and crashed onto the floor. Cameras flashed everywhere. His perfect image shattered in seconds. Security escorted him out. Clara followed, but not gracefully. She kept shouting, "I did not sign up for this." People laughed. Not cruelly, but with disbelief. Because the show they had witnessed was something no one ever forgets. I sat down, breathing deeply. My hands still shaking, but my heart strangely light. Ethan came to me, hugged me tightly, and whispered, "Mom, I am sorry." I said, "You have nothing to be sorry for, son. Enjoy your wedding. Do not let his choices stain your happiness." And he did. The night went on. The music returned. People danced again. But the memory of that moment lingered like electricity in the air. The next day, Daniel tried calling. I did not answer. He sent long messages begging, apologizing, threatening, then begging again. I ignored them all. When the divorce papers arrived, I signed them with steady hands. For the first time in years, I felt free. Free from lies. Free from manipulation. Free from pretending everything was fine. A month later, I sat in my backyard watching the sunset, sipping tea, feeling peaceful. Then my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. It said, "I never meant to hurt you." I sighed, deleted it, and whispered to myself, "Healing starts when you stop answering pain." My life did not end at that wedding dinner. It began. He ended our marriage at our son's wedding, but he never expected that I would end his entire facade with one envelope.